So what brings you into counseling today?
I'm very, I don't really know well, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I can do it. What's going on is my current roommate and I were moving to another location, and we have our lease and everything, and we each have to sign it. The problem is one of our friends has been talking for months about coming to live with us, and I don't really want to live with her. It's nothing against her. It's I don't think she could afford it, but I've just kind of got to the point now where we had to do it really quickly because our lease was going to be out soon, and we had to give them 60 days, and it was almost up. So we kind of just went and we did it, and so now I have this thing where I have to tell her, and I'm sitting here going, I don't know how that's going to happen, like how I'm going to tell her this, because I don't want to hurt her by saying like, oh well, we already did this, but we already did, so I'm in a hole right now, basically.
Mm-hmm. So you're feeling kind of stuck because you had to make a decision really quickly on something. It sounded like it was kind of working before, but you made a move. Somebody wants to live with you. It sounds like you have a hard time telling people no.
Yeah.
But you have to.
Yeah, but it's the getting to that point of telling her, because I don't know how I'm going to tell her. I don't know when, because the next time I see her is going to be at a wedding, and I don't want to, be like, oh, this person's getting married, yay! Oh, but by the way, you're stuck living with your parents, and so it's putting me, and I also feel kind of angry about it, because it's putting me in the position to be like, well, we talked about it, but it was never set in stone. But I'm feeling pressured to be like, oh, she should have come lived with us, but there's lots of reasons why I don't want that, because I lived with her in undergrad, and there's the sense you don't always want to live with your best friend. Mm-hmm. It's to that extent, and I don't want to just text it to her. So I'm just in this really place where I'm like, oh god, I had to, like you said, I had to make this really quick decision, and it was really quick. It was in the span of 4 days of this was happening. We had to find a place. It was really fast.
Yeah. So you've already had to go through a really fast change. And then you kind of feel pressure because you have to tell this person that she can't live with you, but you're also trying to find the right timing and the right way to go about it, because you feel like maybe the way that you tell her could change something between you two.
Yeah, it's I know I would never tell her in a way that's oh, well, I don't trust you with money, or anything like that. I would never, I kind of know what I would have to say, but it's getting to the point of being okay, well, this is happening. Because she randomly came up to visit the other day. It was the same day she came up that she asked to come see me. And my roommate was oh, so did you tell her? And I was no, of course I didn't. She came to surprise visit me. I wasn't going to be oh, sorry. I just, you said, I don't want to disappoint her. But, there's lots of factors that go into it, and...
Right. You were put on the spot to begin with, and now, just moving forward, you're just trying to find a way that, gets your point across. She has to know that she can't stay with you, but you also don't want to damage your friendship. And it sounds like you really want to stay friends. This has nothing to do with not wanting to be your friend.
No, it's not. There's just, really random things. When she came to visit for her birthday, I went with her to adopt a cat, and so she lives an hour away, so she stayed the night, and her cat actually attacked mine. So it's I don't want that cat anywhere near mine. It's things like that where it's just I don't think it would be a good situation, and then it's just what Alex, my roommate, and I have going on right now it works really well for us. It's fine, and I think what's going to make her really mad is we got a 3-bedroom apartment. But the third bedroom is really small. It's basically a den, and so I don't want to tell her, hey, we're moving, because then when she comes to visit us, she's gonna be what? You have this extra room? Why don't I come in? I'm gonna be no, I don't know how to put this in a way that's
Right. You have your reasons, and they sound like reasons that really matter to you, but you're afraid that she's not gonna see what your reasons are, and she's maybe even gonna be upset with you.
Just get hurt by them when it's not. That's not my intention. It wasn't And now, then I feel bad because I'm also hiding this from her, but it's I'm not hiding it from her to be malicious. I'm hiding it from her because I want, like you said, I want to find the right time to do it in the right way. It has to be like, I don't want to like text her like, hey, just so you know, like I don't want to do it that way either.
You really want to preserve your friendship, but you know that, you know, you've already made the move. You're gonna have to just kind of let her know about it, and you don't want it to change things between you. But you worry a lot about what your friends think, and you know, you want to make sure that you're not hurting their feelings.
Yeah, basically, and I just. It was so fast, and like we haven't moved yet. It's in July, but we had to give them 60 days notice, and we couldn't give notice until we had a place we were going to go. So it's like I couldn't even be like, hey, we're looking for a place, and so.
You had to make the commitment really fast, but now that in between time of kind of trying to figure out, you know, where do we go from here is kind of difficult for you.
Yeah, and then my roommate, I know she hates confrontation, so she's not gonna say it. It's gonna have to be me. So.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's great. And granted, she's more my friend than my roommates, but like they're friends, but we're closer. So it's.
Being that you have a closer bond with
yes, it's my fault
with
now.
a friend who hasn't moved in yet, you know, you've kind of taken on that role of the person who has to tell her.
Yeah, but like it's so bad because she drops hints every time we see her, and I'm like, I don't know how to be like, sorry.
Hints can make us uncomfortable.
Yeah,
especially when there's, you know, something to be shared that we don't know how to tell the other person.
Yeah, it's just a change. I don't like change, but I accept change.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a change that's in my life that's going to affect someone else, and that's kind of why I'm so like, don't want to deal with it. Just ignore it. It'll go away. No, it won't. But I can dream.
What do you think the ideal way of this whole situation taking place would be? What would that look like?
I think if I explain it in a very logical way to her, like this is what happened. Like what I think what's going to end up happening is I'm gonna be like, hey, we looked, because we did look into like actual 3-bedroom apartments, and they were either too expensive for that, or it's like it would be a disconnect between like who got a bigger room. Like it was just wouldn't have been really fair. And so I'm gonna tell her that and be like we looked. I just don't think it's a good idea. And I'll explain it had to happen really quickly, and we didn't really have time to even consider it. And I know she's gonna be hurt, but I mean, I feel like if I kind of lay it out like that and be honest about it, it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to like bring up like, oh, your cat attacked mine, because she'll think I'm attacking her, and it's nothing like that. But it's just those little things where I'm like, I don't think it'd be a good living situation. And I hope if I do it that way, she'll be. I mean, she might be upset, but not like really upset. She'll be just kind of a little hurt, and it's like, I mean, I'll apologize and I'll feel bad about it. But at the end of the day, I kind of have to look out for me.
Right. So you do have to look out for you. How you feel is really, really important. And even though, you know, you care about what your friends think, you don't want to hurt their feelings, you know, you're being realistic about the fact that you had to do this really, really quickly. And you and your current roommate have a good situation. So, you know, some of the good things are going to go with you, and you're looking to stay friends with your friend who wanted to live with you. You know, and you're already thinking about how you might want to tell her, and you know, you have some time to do that. But also, you know, knowing that how you tell her, you know, you're a little bit afraid of how she might react, but you've said that you know you can have an honest conversation. So if you need a little bit more practice on having that conversation with her, you know, that's something that we can work on. You know, it sounds like you already communicate with her on a lot of other stuff, you know, being that you've been friends with her for a while, but this is a new situation.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that next time you come in.
Thanks.
Do I have to, what's
Stop
wrong?
button at the top.